Hello, Aries. It is Fawn and Fire Intuitive. Marley with Fawn and Fire Intuitive. I am doing April and May 2019 readings. This will be a love reading, soulmate, twin flame, any kind of love relationship. We'll see what comes out. If it resonates with you, awesome. If not, then you can check out my readings for your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I am going to start out with a general reading, because the energy for March was intense. We're headed into the spring equinox with that big full moon. We are in Aries season now. Happy birthday, guys. And there was Mercury in retrograde. We're starting something big, and that energy really had us look at our past lessons, things we needed to integrate, really helped us feel it and understand it. And still is. So I definitely wanted to do a general reading first because I felt like that was important. So let's see what's happening for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. April and May 2019. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? This is the time of rebirth. This is the time to stop looking at it like it's so far off in the distance and take steps towards it. Manifest it closer to yourself. Fill up your well. Retreat, rest, and refuel. I'm hearing a weird noise. I don't know what it is. It's interesting because I do feel like it's very possible that, what I just said, you need to actually quiet down a little bit. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing in the cards. We had this big, big, big full moon, spring equinox, but it's you're still in this mind frame where things might be far away. I can't have it. I can't have it. But actually in this next 2 weeks going up to April 5th, okay, before the new moon, there's a need for you to really pause and reflect, find some stillness, okay? To really get a good idea of what is your soul calling you to do, because it's not necessarily calling you to a specific person or a specific outcome. It's calling you to something that's going to lead you to all the other things that you want, and you need to get quiet to hear it. Yes, Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. It's possible, you've maybe been letting your desires be your guide, what other people want, even tarot readings, I just get this thing kind of all over the place and not really seeing to you it's far away. So okay, I'm gonna try to control it. I'm gonna what is gonna make me feel good right now about this situation. And it's time to just rest, refuel, retreat, get quiet, because Spirit's really trying to guide you towards the mountain that you need to climb to get all the answers, rather than just okay, I'll climb this mountain. Oh, it wasn't there. Okay, I'll climb that mountain. It wasn't there. Let Spirit be your guide so that you fight the right obstacles. I just had, sometimes life stings, okay? We're going to look more into that, but I want to say this first. I had a vision recently, and I was walking over this footbridge, and there was a circular, little river. And I saw a fish, all the fish are just going around the river. And there was one fish trying to swim upstream, but they weren't going anywhere. They were waiting for something, but just tiring themselves out. And, over time, the fish didn't even look like themselves. And then there was more to the vision. But towards the end of the vision, I saw two paths, okay? And one was covered in mountains. And it was it seemed like that would be the spiritual way to go, conquer all the mountains, and, that's how I'm going to get what I want. That's how I get stronger. Then there was this quiet path, this still path. And I felt led to go on that path. And I said, well, what if what I want is on the mountain path? And what I heard was all roads lead home. Like, you have a choice if you're going to make this as difficult as possible, or if you're going to have peace and just know that the universe wants to give you good things. The miracles are endless. Be peace. Be peace. Ooh, Aries, I love doing readings for you guys. I don't know why. I mean, I love Aries, but it's always just, I don't know. I feel the energetic exchange between us, and there's always such just beautiful messages for you. I want to find out, before we move on to love, I want to find out a little more about this. Sometimes life stings. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Sometimes life stings. How are you going to handle it? How are you going to handle it? You're going to let it set you back and like make a million more roadblocks, affect your mood, affect like your belief about everything you can create? Are you just going to keep reiterating over and over again, life is so hard, I never get what I want? Are you going to allow it to block you from being emotionally receptive towards the energy of the universe? You could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Then we have the Empress. This can be Sagittarius or Taurus, but I feel like it's you, male or female, being peace. You know, you look where she's sitting. There's more than enough around her. The miracles are Empress, endless. This is a beautiful new beginning, but it's one of peace, like being in receptive mode. And that's what the Empress is. You know, the Empress is just the epitome of receptive mode, allowing things to come to her. All right, let's see what's happening with love. It's very interesting. A lot of the signs, it seems like, even for the males, the females, it's really about finding the proper balance of the feminine energy. You know, when the divine feminine in a woman is out of balance, we seek to control relationships, love, others, you know. When it's in balance, we're very receptive to love as it comes in, and we use our masculine more to like build our own life, our own creations. For males, when their feminine starts to come out more, either they can go into victim mode where they want to be rescued in a way, or they can kind of freak out and like get more angry, more emotional because they're not comfortable with it, you know. But when their feminine and masculine are in balance, they are very comfortable in their masculinity. They do not feel a need to hide the fact that they love, that they have emotion, that they care, that they're fighting for something. They're actually very comfortable in their masculinity, and they don't need to add masculine masks over top to hide that they actually have feelings and emotions and their own wants and desires and beliefs that might not line up with stereotypical things, you know. I don't feel it. I'm supposed to take that one, so I'm not going to. We have codependency on one side, children on the other. deep need to love yourself. A deep need not to be, to like put down your shield, or, and I don't mean this offensive, I just heard it, like your blankie, you know, like I think about, we sometimes, you know, when little kids, they will have like their stuffed animal or their blanket that makes them feel comfortable. It's very possible like you have certain things in a relationship or a certain relationship, or even just kind of being, you may feel comfortable having to fight for something, having something be in the distance and always having to wait for it, you know, and it's time to set that down, that codependency, that those beliefs that aren't serving you, and just love yourself for a little while. You could be dealing with someone who has children or has some childhood wounds, or is triggering your childhood wounds because of that whole blankie thing. This person could have been in your life to really teach you how to release and heal the past. We can do that. We can get so comfortable, especially if we've had abuse in our past, even though we know it's not right, it's familiar, you know? And so we can either get in this energy where we push people to trigger them enough so that they'll do something to like reinforce those beliefs, like, see, no one's ever gonna love me. Like we can test people, or we can stay in unhealthy relationships because there's something that feels right about it. Because it's just like if you had like an abusive parent growing up, but your whole life you thought that was love, because that's what kids do. It just feels familiar. It feels right. Could even be, I won't go into that. I was feeling, sexually, there can be things, you know, that you start to explore because you're trying to, like you'll start to heal all these things, and then something else might come up that you, like to you it's just fun and you know, but actually it's still your inner child coming out trying to get attention. This season is very much about knowing your worth, being able to rest in your worth, kind of looking back at your past and letting it go and recognizing it doesn't define you anymore. Again, you could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, and listen, when this person puts on this front of like, I'm tough and I'm, you know, it's a front. It's a front, okay? This could very much be about both of you trying to balance these masculine, feminine energies right now. And unfortunately, you're not taking the break needed to really like give the other person time to pause and reflect, and give yourself time to pause and reflect. That really needs to happen. You guys need to break this cyclical prison of the mind that you've been in regards to the relationship. Yeah, look at that. That head, it's literally like in a jar. Like on, yeah. There needs to be a break. It's not permanent. It's not permanent, but continuing in this direction is blocking change. Okay, Aries, so much love and light to you guys. You know I love Aries. And again, if you can, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. It really helps the channel. I really appreciate Aries. You guys have given me support since the beginning. Again, I'm on Instagram, Fawn and Fire Intuitive. If you're looking for a personal reading, my information's in the box down below. I did decide I'm gonna put a special on Instagram for the spring equinox. If I don't do it, remind me. I forget things. Yeah, so much love and light to you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.